Well, praise the good Lord, saints of the Most High. I am back. I am back. I'm back. To God be the glory for all the things that He has done, He's doing, and He's going to do. First, I want to take this time to thank you all for your prayers, for your love, for your support during a very, very difficult time of our lives these last few weeks. And just want to thank you all for everything, for your kind words and for your encouragement, the gifts, the calls, the prayers, the text messages, the emails that were sent to me and my family. So I thank you, thank you so very much. So life goes on, right? Life goes on. We lose our loved ones, but then we're still here alive and remaining, and we still have to live. And what's important is to live our best lives, that we have, because we don't know how much time we have. So today I had actually thought about speaking with you about two other things. I had one topic in mind at the beginning of the week, and then I kind of changed it up on yesterday, I believe. And then today I went to go and get my adjustment. And I had an opportunity to pull Dr. Mike aside, and him and I was having a conversation, and he was just conversating to me about a patient that he once had, and the reason why this person was no longer a patient is because there were too many rules. Too many rules is what the person had told him. And so I got to thinking about that. And I got to thinking about that in the sense of a lot of things. I mean, like we can't do without rules. I mean, there are rules everywhere. And I got to thinking about that concerning our health. I wonder if that is why a lot of us aren't taking better care of our health, because we feel like there are just too many rules to being healthy. And again, if you think about things in your life or places, your job, schools, your very own life, your very own home, you have rules. There are rules all around us. And so the question I thought about is, what is it about human nature? What is it about us that we don't like to be told what to do or what we cannot do? Sometimes we don't like to be told what we're supposed to do or what we should do. And then there's times we don't like when people tell us what we cannot do. So what is it about that? What is it about human nature and man and human nature? I just thought about even at the beginning in Genesis, rules were set in the garden. But Adam and Eve, I'll say them both. We're not going to get into that as a debate or anything of that sort. But Adam was given the rules. Eve took up the fruit first, and they both found themselves in sin because they did not weren't obedient to the rules. So what is it? What is it about us? I also thought about posing this question to you: can you think of a time when you did not obey a rule, whatever it was? It could have been when you was little. It could be when you're an adult. At your home or your job? Was there ever a time that you didn't obey a rule, obey something that was set before you? Was there ever a time? And then was there a consequence, and how did that feel? How did that feel with the consequences? Now, another question I posed to you is have you ever had a rule that you didn't necessarily want to obey and want to do? There was something that was set before you, a regulation that was set before you, but because you obeyed it, you got rewarded for it. Something good came out of it. So the thing about rules is that rules are set as when I look up the definition, as a guideline. Rules aren't so much to control you or to control me, but it's a guideline. It's something to help us or to guide us along the way to whatever it is that we are trying to achieve. And I said all that to say, so is our health. So for this individual that felt like there were just too many rules dealing with how they were to better take care of their body, therefore they stopped going to the chiropractor, and I'm sure they weren't living a healthy lifestyle. what were the consequences of that person for not, doing the things that they knew to do concerning their health? I pose that question to you. If you and I are not taking care of our health, what are the consequences? If we're not obeying or abiding in the guidelines or the rules that are set before us. And they're not hard. They're not hard. As a matter of fact, I just wrote down a couple of simple ones, and we all know it. We all know it, and we all know what to do. Number one, eat healthy. And you say, well, what does healthy look like? I think most of us know what healthy looks like. We know that healthy is not eating a cheeseburger, a double cheeseburger with fried onions on top with barbecue sauce. Okay, we know that that's not healthy. We know that healthy is eating more of what God made and less of what man made. More of what's come from a plant and not manufactured in a plant. Okay, more unprocessed foods than processed foods. So that's a rule. That's just a guideline, okay? It's not to control you, but it's just to guide you so you can have a better lifestyle. Exercise, all right? We've talked about these things. So exercise is another guideline. Exercise is good for not just the physical body and losing weight and all that stuff, but it's good for your muscles, it's good for your mind. It's good for your brain. It's good for everything. It's your whole body. Remember, your whole body works together. Okay? It works together. If your mind is off, your organs are going to be off. If you have something going off in your organs, your mind is going to be off. I mean, it is a one unit. There's no separation in it. Okay? It shares the same blood. The blood flows through the whole entire body. Okay? It shares the same blood. No separation. Minimize and avoid stress. Okay, this is just a guideline. We're not trying to control you. The people out there that are for you and that are for health is not trying to control you. We're just trying to get you to understand that there are things that we can do and we can do better. So try to avoid stress, but we know that it's almost impossible. So try to minimize stress. And there are things that you can do, okay? You can detox yourself from the social media. You can detox yourself from friends and family. Oh my gosh, family members and friends that are just not helping you out, okay? They're not encouraging you. When you leave their company, you feel the stress and the tension. Detox from them, okay? Minimize your time with them. So social media, all those things, find you some time to yourself. Read. Do something to minimize and to avoid stress. Sleep, that's something that I hear people talk about. Oh, I go off on 4 hours of sleep. Your body needs to rest. Okay, so you might be okay going off of 4 hours of sleep right now or whatever, but it's important for you to give your body and your mind, remember, together, it works together. So when your mind is resting, your body's resting. When your body's resting, your mind is resting. Okay? So give it some rest. Lay down. Sleep. 4 hours and 5 hours is not good enough sleep. I dare to say 6 hours is a minimum. But if you can get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, awesome. Wonderful. And that's what's important. One thing I will say, I read in a book, and I probably should have read that part in the book about how here in America, at least in America, I can't speak nowhere else, we don't spend enough time on our health, on our mental and our physical health. We are very, very low. I think we're like 30 something, 35 or something like that out of the world or whatever, as far as medical care. We are at the bottom. We do more of keeping up with the Joneses. That's just the word we use, or the family we use, or whatever. We're all about keeping up, going, and we're not taking care of ourselves, and we're not taking care of our bodies and our minds and our spirits and our soul. We have to do better. We have to do better. So please don't look at it like, oh man, there's just too many rules. I can't be healthy. Do what you can. Do what you can. Out of that list that I gave you, start. Find a starting point. Do what you can. All right? And just take it little by little, bit by bit. It's very, very, very important for you to do that. All right? So, I just wanted to talk about that and whatnot. Want to mention 2 dates to you. Date number 1, we have a dinner with the doctors. And that will be on March the 30th at 5:30 at Premier Chiropractic. So anyone that would like to come, if you are a first-time guest, we're going to talk about the why. I guess why chiropractic, why health. So that will be 5:30, March the 30th. I don't know what date that is, but that will be at 5:30. I believe that might be like a Tuesday maybe or something like that. And normally we get in and out on time for Bible class. I normally don't have a problem. Might just be a little bit late, but we normally get there. And then the last announcement is April the 1st. Please mark your calendar. Please, April the 1st. We have Elder Kenneth Taylor. He's going to talk to us. That will be on a Friday night at 7 o'clock. He will be speaking to us about diabetes and however the Lord directs his path and talking to us about diabetes. Listen, if you haven't been diagnosed with diabetes, if you have, come. If you haven't, you need to come too. So this is not just for anybody who is a diabetic. This is for everybody. Anyone that have any type of health issues, please come out. First of all, we want to come out to be able to hear what it is that we can do, because diabetes, among many other diseases, are preventable. It can be preventable. All right. So hopefully he'll talk to us about the things that he has learned in these years of being diabetic, the medical part of it. Maybe he'll touch on the spiritual part of it. I have no idea. I just, praying and believing that God's going to lead him to say what he needs to say to us to better our health. Also, I have the floor to be able to speak to everyone as well, just briefly before and after he speaks. So invite someone. So it doesn't matter if you feel like you're healthy or not, if you have health issues or not, if you're a diabetic or not. Everyone needs to be there. And so please come out and support him. This brother has went through a whole lot. I appreciate him for his time and his effort. And he said as long as God continues to strengthen his body, he plans to be there. And if God calls him to get that to get his kidney, then, we just going to go on and do something else on that night. But anyway, but he's so willing, and I want everyone to be there to support Elder Kenneth Taylor and the health awareness class. So please mark your calendars for April the 1st, Friday. That's the first Friday of April at 7 p.m. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I appreciate you once again for your love, prayers, and support. And please remember, there's not enough. There's not enough we can do for our health, okay? Please don't look at it as too many rules. It's important for you to take your health and take it one step at a time. Take it one step at a time. All right? I love you all, and I pray that you have a blessed weekend. And Lord willing, we'll see you on Sunday.